What's up, my dudes? I'm going to make a quick video on my case for cardio, specifically for powerlifters. This is my pitch to try and convince you should be doing it. So for some reason, just like ab training, it's become a meme to brag about not doing your cardio. It's lost on me. I don't get it. So here's my example. If you find after a hard week of training, and it's not just one hard week of training. After successive hard weeks of training, you are not recovering sufficiently from session to session or week to week or block to block, however you break it up. You have exceeded your work capacity. Most people would drop back their workload. And I pose there's a second thing to do, not always an option, but when it is an option, I think it's the better option, which is just to increase your work capacity. And a very simple way to do that is cardio, whether it's done in a separate session or after the end of your training session. I think is more of a convenience thing than anything else. Like if you don't want to be there for a bazillion hours, or maybe you just don't have the ability to get to do some kind of cardio in a separate session. You're at the gym once per day, and that's fine. I don't think it needs to be very much. I think it just like you could do as little as 5 minutes of working somewhat hard as a cool down after each training session, and I believe you will see a result in your session to session recovery. This has been a trend in my training. I'll drop my cardio because I'm lazy, and I'll find, hey man, my low back is still fried from last week or whatever. My hamstrings are shot. I can't figure, oh man, I need to drop back the volume. I'll drop back a training volume, like some sort of indicator of volume, whether it be load or sets or reps or something. I'll drop something back, and my progress suffers because of that decrease in overload. When in reality, I could turn it around and increase my work capacity by making my cardiovascular system as a whole more efficient. And you're going to say, Sam, that just means you're just going to recover between sets better, right? Like you're not breathing hard. No, I think it really does manifest in your session-to-session recovery in that you as a whole unit are becoming more efficient at shuttling blood throughout your body. That's your cardiovascular system, right? And blood brings oxygen is the most obvious, right? So you might see benefits, and like your set of 8 is no longer restricted by your lungs giving out, and that's going to lead to more hypertrophy and more strength adaptation. But past that, your recovery should increase too, because nutrients are shuttled through the blood to the muscle and becoming more efficient at shuttling resources throughout your body as cardio does. I believe, you shuttle blood 24 hours a day or you're dead. So becoming good at that and efficient at that seems like something to me that's worth your while, especially when it's such a small investment. I said 5 minutes earlier, in the upper end and like a post-workout cardio session, I wouldn't go above 20 minutes. I think if you work kind of hard, not bust ass and tire yourself out and add a lot to your fatigue, but it's not taxing in your central nervous system. It's not too muscularly taxing because it's a separate energy system. And yes, fatigue is global, but when you're drawing upon different energy systems, you get less of that overlap. Like yes, a squat and a deadlift are going to beat you up a lot. Riding a bike is not. And that brings me to the last part of this video, is what do you select for your cardio cool down, as I like to call it, because that will actually get me to do it because I believe it's helping my recovery. Whatever you will do, doing something is better than doing nothing. It's always my pitch. What you will do, you can change it each day. Just put in your book, put in your program, put in your Excel sheet, cardio of choice, right? I favor things that are no impact because I'm a little bit heavier than some of the people watching this, right? Like if you can run all day and you're 140 pounds and your knees never feel anything, go for it. I'm 220 pounds. My knees eventually start to feel it. I'm a big fan of the stationary bike because I can track my heart rate as I do it, and I just try to do 10 minutes with my heart rate above a given quantity. Like I'll try to keep my heart rate above 130 for 10 minutes. It's not hard. Break a sweat, I think of it like an oil change, right? Just drinking water the whole time. That being said, there's many ways to do cardio. You guys know all of the ways to do cardio. You can see people doing it. If you want to hit the rower for 10 minutes, you want to hit X, Y, or Z, maybe it helps with your functional day-to-day life just by walking on an incline. You get better at walking. You don't get winded going up the stairs because you did the stair climber. right? Or maybe a rower helps you with keeping your shoulders from rolling forward all day, keeping your posture better. Just do something that you will adhere to. So that doesn't mean pick the hardest thing, the most miserable thing that you hate the most, because that probably means you're going to end up skipping it unless you're particularly fixated on doing it, in which case that's fine. But I am a big fan of enjoying my own training, so I'm not going to do the stuff that I hate. I hope I've done a good enough job pitching this that someone who's watching this who doesn't do cardio as is will add in just a small cool down shit. 3 minutes, just do something. And I think if you stick with it for 3 weeks, you will see a difference in your overall energy and your, more importantly, for powerlifting, your recovery from session to session. You might be able to up your weekly volume in some regards. So at Sheether, Shethar on Instagram.